day, everyone. I am Jonas Maganoy, one of your reporters, and today we will discuss to you some of the discrete probability distributions. So, whether the probability distributions is represented graphically by histogram or by tabular or by means of formula, this said, behavior of random variables is always described. And as often, these observations generated by different statistical experiments has the same general type of behavior. So, by this means of distributions, consequently, these discrete random variables associated with these experiments can be described by essentially the same probability distributions and can therefore have the same, single formula for all of the said distributions. So in regard to this, we can conclude that we will only be needing a handful of important probability distributions for us to describe the said random variable. The random variable we often encounter in our daily practice. So in our report today, we will only be tackling the said binomial and multinomial distributions. Let us not forget that there's still a lot of distributions beside of these two, but we will only be covering the binomial and multinomial distributions. So let's get started.
Okay, so good afternoon. Here we have this afternoon a problem on the board about binomial distribution. So binomial distribution is simply the probability of success and failure. Binomial is a type of distribution that has only two possible results. By, from the word by, which means two. For example, tossing a coin, you will only have two results that you will get, which is heads, either heads or tails. And in taking exams, either you pass or fail. So, binomial distribution. Bernoulli's distribution is a set of Bernoulli trials. Each Bernoulli trial has one possible outcome chosen from success or failure. So, in binomial distribution, there are two formulas. So here on the board, we use this formula. So in the second example, we will use the other one. So the problem here is 80% of people who purchase pet insurance are women. If 9 pet insurance owners are randomly selected, find the probability that exactly 6 are women. So what we're going to do, since we have the problem, we will use this formula, but first let's list the given. So, first given is the n. N stands for the number of randomly selected items, which is equal to 9. The x, which means numbers asked to find probability for, which is 6. P for probability of success, which is equal to 80% or 0.8 here. And the Q stands for probability of failure, which from the equation 1 minus 0.8 is equal to 0.2 or 20%. Then use the formula here and substitute the variables. We will get this. P of x is equal to n factorial over n minus x factorial times x factorial times p raised to x times q raised to n minus x. So, substituting the variables, 9 factorial rather. 9 factorial over 9 minus 6 factorial times 6 factorial times 0.8 raised to 6 times 0.2 raised to 9 minus 6, which is equal to 84 times 0.262144 times 0.008 equals 0.176 or 76.6%. Therefore, the probability that exactly 6 women will be randomly selected is 17.6%. So, additional example of a binomial distribution problem. A coin tossed 10 times, what is the probability of getting exactly 6 heads? So, in the previous example, we used other formula. Here, we used another one. So, we are asked to find what is the probability of getting exactly 6 heads. Given n, which is the number of trials, is equal to 10. P, the probability of success, which is equal to 0.5. Q, which is the probability of failure, is equal to 0.5 also. And X is equal to 6. So, inputting our variables in the formula, P of X is equal to 6 is equal to 10C6 times 0.5 raised to 6 times 0.5 10 minus 6, or rather 0.5 raised to 10 minus 6. So, is equal to 210 times 0.015625 times 0.0625, which is equal to 0.205078125 or 20.5%. So the probability of getting exactly 6 heads is 20.5%. So we can simply say that NCX here is just the same, It's just the same in the previous formula we used. That's all.
This is an example of a binomial distribution. A player plays 70% win rate in his past games. He will be playing 20 more games. What is probability of getting exactly 15 wins? In this problem, we need to identify the number of trials, random variable, and probability of success and probability of failure, which is the given formula. First, we need to identify the number of games or trials, which is in the given. We will be playing 20 games. Second, the random variable, which is 15 wins. The probability of success, which is given 70% or equal to 0.7. And the Q is or 1 minus P, or probability of failure, which is 0.3. We need to input the given values in the formula. 20, the number of games or trials, then random variable, which is 15, probability of success equals 0.7 and 0.3. This is the final answer if you input that. It's equal to 17.89%. Here's another example of a binomial distribution. 60% of people who purchase sports cars are men. If 10 sports car owners are randomly selected, find the probability that exactly 7 are men. First, we need to find out the given on the formula. First, we determine the number of cars, which is equals to n, which is 10. Another is x, which is equals to 7, which is in the given. And another one is the p, which is the probability, is equals to 0.6. And the q is the 1 minus p, or equals to 0.4. You just need to input the given variables to the formula, then we get this answer, 21.5%.
So here's another example of binomial distribution. Sample. That at any moment, one telephone line out of 10 will be busy is 0.2. Find probability that 5 lines are busy. So given n, or the finite value, which is equal to 10, and the probability of success, or P, is equals to 0.2, and the Q, or the probability of failure, which is equal to 1 minus P, or which is P is equals to 0.2 is equals to 0.8, and X is equals to 5. Given the formula P of X minus X is equal to n combination of X times P raised to X times Q raised to n minus X. So P of X is equals to 5 is equal to 10 combination of 5 times 0.2 raised to 5 times 0.8 raised to 10 minus 5, which is equal to 2.6%. So therefore, the probability that 5 lines are busy in this problem is equal to 2.6%. So here's another example of binomial distribution. The problem is, if 10% of pens manufactured by company are defective, find probability that a box containing 12 pens contains exactly 2 defective pens. So given n, or the finite value, is equal to 12, which is here, and the probability of success is equal to, since 10% is equal to 10 over 100, so it is equal to 1 over 10. Then the probability of failure is equal to 1 minus P, is just equal to 9 over 10, and the probability that has 4 is equal to 2. By the formula, P of X is equal to X is equal to n combination of X multiplied by P raised to X multiplied by Q raised to n minus X. Here is P of X is equals to 2 is equal to 12 combination of 2 multiplied by 1 over 10 raised to 2 multiplied by 9 over 10 raised to 12 minus 2. So, by calculating it, we will get 0.23, or is just equal to 23.01%.
Good evening, I am Jonas again, your reporter of today, and we will discuss another sample of binomial distributions. So our problem, here it is. The probability that a patient recovers from a delicate heart is 0.9. What is the probability that exactly 5 of the next 7 patients having this operation will survive? First, we will consider a problem, the number of trials. So we have n, number of trials we have here is 7. Then next is the percentage of the given probability of the problem, which is 0.9. So let's input the given values. Then we also have here the 5. 5 here will be a random variable. So we have the n, we also have the p, we also have the x. So we can now solve for our probability using the formula. So again, I'm introducing to you the said formula which is discussed earlier ago. We have here a p of x is equals to 5 is equals to n combination of x times p raised to x times q raised to n minus x. So this given formula here, remember guys that this is just a combination formula, and we will now input our values, which is 7, combination with x is 5, we have the p 0.9 raised to x, which is 5, We also have here the Q, which is 1 minus P. So we will have here 0.1 as the answer for our 1 minus P. So this is the Q now. We also have its exponent, which is 7 minus 5. So all in all, we'll just input this thing in our calculator. So combination of 7, 5. We have here 21. And 0.9 raised to 5. We have here 0.59. And 0.1, 7 minus 5, so it's a square. 0.1 raised to 2. So it would be 0.01. So final answer would be the product of these three. So our final answer leads us to this answer, which is 0.1240 or equals to 12.40%. So our answer would be the probability that exactly 5 of the next 7 patients having this operation survive is 12.40%. That's all, and get tuned for the next example. So here's another problem. According to a studies published by a group of sociologists, approximately 60% of the Valium users in Massachusetts first took Valium for psychological problems. Now we are to find the probability that among next 8 users from this state who are interviewed, exactly 3 began taking Valium for psychological problems. So let's find first our probability, which is 60%, or simply said 0.6. Now we also have here the number of trials, which is 8, and our random variable, which is 3. Now, these 3 values, we can just input this 3 to our formula, which is NCX P raised to X and Q raised to N minus X. So right after inputting these values, we can solve for a final value and get this value, which is 0.1239 or 12.39%. So the probability that the next 8 users from this state who are interviewed, that exact 3 is 12.39%. So that's all. Thank you.
Hi, now we have a problem about binomial distribution. It is known that 60% of mice inoculated with the serum are protected from severe disease. If 5 mice are inoculated, find the probability that none contracts the disease. So, the probability that the mice are inoculated is 60%. Now we are looking for the probability that the mice is not inoculated. So, 60% meaning mice that are not inoculated are 40%. We have now the probability is 0.4. Now n is equal to 5 because we all have 5 mice. And since x was 0 because we're looking for the mice that are not inoculated. And the q is the percent of error is 0.6. So now we have this equation. So n factorial over the x factorial times n minus x factorial times p to the power of x times q to the power of n minus x. So we just input all the variables here. So we have here 5 factorial over 0 factorial times 5 minus 0 factorial times 0.4 to the power of 0, which is x is equal to 0. Then we have here, then times 0.6 to the power of 5 minus 0. Then calculator, we have here p is equal to 0.077 or p is equal to 7.17%. 7.17% is the probability where the mice none contracts the disease. Thank you.
Good day, I am your video presenter and I am here to discuss multinomial distribution. So, what is a multinomial distribution? Well, as you can see in the word itself, multinomial distribution, it means it's more than 2 or more outcomes in each trial. So that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on and so forth. How can we solve a multinomial distribution? Well, based on that formula, E is equals to n factorial over x and 1 factorial, and so on and so forth, times x and k factorial, times p sub 1 raised to x sub 1, so on and so forth, times p sub k raised to x sub k, where your n is the total number of your outcomes, p sub k is the corresponding probability of each of events occurring in each trial, and x sub k is your number of times desired events will occur. So stay tuned for more examples and good day. In our previous video, we explained how multinomial distribution and its formula are works. So now there's an example. In a large city, 50% of people choose on a movie, 30% of people choose dinner and a play, and 20% choose shopping as a leisure activity. If a sample of 12 people is randomly selected, find the probability that 6 are planning to go on a movie, 4 on a play, and 2 on a shopping mall. So as you can see here, there are so many parameters, so many numbers. So let us discern first what is our n. So our sample value is 12 people since it is indicated that there are 12 people randomly selected. Here is our problem. So let's take a look at our x sub 1, x sub 2, and x sub 3. Since there are 3 choices. First, movie. Second, dinner and a play. Third is us shopping as their leisure activity. So first, since it is indicated that there are 6 people planning on a movie, so our x sub 1 should be 6. And our x sub 2 will be 4. And our x sub 3 will be 2. So our probability in first choice is 50%. Our second choice is 20%. And 30% rather. And our third choice is 20%. Now we know all the parameters in our problem. So we can solve it using our formula. P is equal to n factorial, where n factorial is 12 factorial, divided by your x of 1, x of 2, and x of 3 factorial, so 6 factorial, 4 factorial, rather, and 2 factorial, times our probabilities, P1, P2, and P3, so 0.5 raised to x of n or x of k, where x of 1 is equal to 6, times 0.3 raised to 4. And since we have no space, so let's clear out of 20%, 0.2 raised to 2. That means it's 4%, 0.3, 6, 4, 2, 0.5 raised to 6. And that means our probability is 0.070. This is the probability that 6 are planning to go on movie, 4 play, and 2 on the shopping mall. So as you can see here, our 12, we use our 12 as our random variable, or not random, but rather, but it's the random people selected in our event, and 6, 4, 2 are there. X and x's, x and 1, x and 2, x and 3. And our probabilities for P1, P2, and P3 are 0.5, 0.3, and 0.2 respectively. So stay tuned for more examples and good day.
Go.
And here's our another example in the board. In a movie store, the probability that a person buys 0, 1, or more CDs are 0.3, 0.6, and 0.1 respectively. If 6 customers enter the store, find the probability that 1 will buy any CD, 3 will buy 1 CDs, and 2 will buy 2 or more CDs. So as you can see in the problem, that there are 3 probabilities, 0.3, 0.6, and 0.1. Since our N is 6 customers, and our probability will have 1 will buy N CDs, 3 will buy 1 CDs, and 2 will buy 2 or more CDs. All in all, there are N is equals to 6. So, as you can see, there's our probabilities, there's our some sort of X and N's, X and K's, whatever. So let's use a table. This is your X, this is your Y, no Y, there is P. So let's use a table. So there are three choices, or not choices, probably, but there are 3 conditions. First, 1 won't buy any CDs. Second is 1 will buy 1 CD, and third, 2 more CDs. So, in a probability that there are 0.3, no, it's not clear to me. So it's 0.3. Next is 0.6 and 0.1. So as you can see here, these are your it's a probability anyway, and our X and N's, or X and K's random will be 3 or 1, 3, and 2. So since your table is complete anyway, so now we can solve our probability. Take the formula n raised n factorial, so which is 6 factorial divided by your X and K's. So 1 factorial, 3 factorial, and of course your 2 factorial. You have your estimation probabilities, 0.3 raised to X and 1, which is equal to 1, 0.6 raised to 3 random, and since we are out of space, so we use this 0.1 raised to 2. So now let's input. This is our calculators, and the calculator will do the work. So 6 factorial all over 1 factorial times 3 factorial and 2 factorial times 0.3 raised to 1, 0.6 raised to 3, and 0.1 raised to 2. So all in all, we'll have your probability of 0.039. So this is the answer. So this probability here is the probability that in 6 random selected customers, one won't buy any CD, 3 will buy 1 CD, and 2 will buy 2 or more CDs. So that concludes our multinomial distributions, and stay tuned for more examples.
So we have here a problem from multinomial distribution. So it says here, you are given a bag of marbles. Inside bag are 5 red marbles, 4 white marbles, and 3 blue marbles. Calculate the probability that with 6 trials, you choose 3 red marbles, 2 blue marbles, and 1 white marble, replacing each marble after it is chosen. So we have here the probability P is equal to 6 factorial, where 6 factorial is that there is 6 factorial ways of arranging it, and we'll divide it by the repetition: 3 factorial for the red marble, 2 factorial for the blue, and 1 factorial for the white marble. And we'll multiply it by the probability of the marble. So the probability of the red marble is 5 over 12, and we'll raise 3. So yeah, 3 red marbles times the probability of the blue marble. We have 4 over 12 raised to 1, and times 3 over 12 raised to 2. We have the result 0.0899, or P is equals to 8.99%. Another problem we encounter with multinomial distribution states here: you're randomly drawing cards from an ordinary deck of cards. Every time you pick one, you place it back in the deck. You can do this 5 times. What is the probability of drawing 1 heart, 1 spade, 1 club, and 2 diamonds? So we'll get the probability here. P is equals to 5 factorial. Because we'll do it 5 times, and we'll divide it by the repetition of the desired cards. So 2 factorial for the diamonds, 1 factorial each for the heart, the spade, and the club. And then we will multiply it now by 1/4 for the probability of each shade. So 1/4 for the heart, because in a shape there is 13 similar cards, and over 52, so 13 over 52 equals to 1/4, and we'll raise to 1. And same goes for the spade, the club, and for the diamonds, but in the diamonds we'll raise it by 2 because of here. And then by that we will get the probability of 0.0586. Now we have it as P 5.26%.
Hi, and now we have a multinomial distribution problem. So problem is, the possibilities are 0.4, 0.2, 0.3, and 0.1 respectively, that are delegate to a certain convention arrived by air, bus, automobile, or train. What is the probability that among 9 delegates randomly selected at this convention? 3 arrived by train, by air, 3 arrived by bus, 1 arrived by automobile, and 2 arrived by train. So we have the probabilities. Probability 1 is 0.4, 0.2, 0.3, and 0.1, which is already given here. Then the outcomes are, we have which the person may arrive in by train, by air, bus, automobile, or train, which is x sub 1 is equal to 3, x sub 2 is equal to 3, same, x sub 3 is equal to 1, and x sub 4 is equal to 2. And we have the number of delegates, which is equal to 9. So we have here the equation for multinomial distribution, which is P is equal to n factorial over x sub 1 factorial, x sub 2 factorial to x sub k factorial, and multiplied by p sub 1 raised to x sub 1, p sub 2 raised to x sub 2, and p sub k raised to x sub k. So just input all the values in the table, then you have the answer is p is equal to 0.0077, or p is equal to 0.77%. And that's the percentage that the 9 delegates are having different conventions. Thank you.
귀요미 한눈 팔지 마 누가 뭐래도 내꺼